Maximus React is back in villain. Really late night news. Warriors and Jonathan Kuminga's tenure with the team. Shams, take it away.
Kristaps Porzingis from the Atlanta Hawks. So after 4+ seasons in the Bay, after being a lottery pick with the Warriors, they have traded away Jonathan Kuminga. His run in Golden State is over. And the Warriors, listen, they were simply ready to move on from him. They get a high upside big man.
Barney from How I Met Your Mother.
Excited about him. They have
Disney, Key and Peele, facts. Yeah, literally, like, why not Giannis? Why are we talking about this? Shams?
In Boston when the Celtics won a championship a couple of years ago, and Kuminga liked
Danny
a lot of fans
W name.
They feel like there's a legitimate role for him under Quinn Snyder to really develop his game. He's still so young in his NBA career, but Jonathan Kuminga is 10 years old. This guy right here is now going to be a Warrior. Okay, so now everyone wants to tip a domino here. What does that mean for Giannis?
I literally... Chat, you can't make TS up.
Go on that trade or not?
Did I even spell that right?
The pursuit of Giannis Antetokounmpo after a week is over. They have moved on clearly with the move, but the Warriors got a kick-heavy offer last week. Continue to have conversations going into this week with the Bucks.
Where is Giannis from?
Came to the belief over the last 24 hours, the Warriors did, that the Bucks were not going to be moving their two-time MVP at this trade deadline. We'll see if that holds true over the next 24 hours, but they decided they were going to move forward here. They've also traded Trace Jackson Davis to the Toronto Raptors for 2020.
Wow, TBJ out of there.
Draymond Green, if there was a trade he was going to be a part of, it was going to be the Giannis trade.
Oh,
they have no other conversations with Giannis.
Steph is cooked.
Breaking news. Let's dispense with the pleasantries, Shams. What do you got? Lloyd, sources tell me the Warriors have traded.
So we also have Yabusele to the Bulls, the guy who dunked on Braun, allegedly. AI. Yo, facts. Patrick Star for real. Raptors are crying. Tracy and are staying under the luxury tax. And Achue, the trade from earlier gets them under that. And Golden State acquires a pick in this year's draft. Decent, I guess. There we see it. Kristaps Porzingis is now a member of the Atlanta Hawks, so that is the move that they ended up going with. And Kristaps Porzingis is a Warrior, so they went and got an injury-prone player for a player who they didn't play at all. So basically the same thing. And they lost Buddy Hield. Lethal Shooter is right. WTF. Giannis is like, literally like, what is going on? L trade, ma. L trade. Any more breaking news? Before I go to bed. And Trey Jones, dude, is going to Charlotte for cash considerations. That's crazy.
Giannis, the Milwaukee Bucks, has the stances changed with these new comments?
We're going to put it plainly. Giannis Antetokounmpo, I'm told, has told the Bucks, communicated to the Bucks for a period of months now that he believes the time has come to part ways. And that has essentially forced the Bucks to listen to teams, to engage with teams, and remain in touch with teams here this week on the eve of the NBA trade deadline. That includes Miami, Minnesota, Golden State. But at the end of the day, General Manager John Horst and Bucks ownership have to sift through the offers and land on the same page about the big question: whether to execute now or push this to the offseason. Even tonight, just moments ago, I talked to several different sources around teams involved, and there are certainly questions about whether Milwaukee is serious, genuine about pulling a move of this magnitude for this franchise at the deadline. There are obvious risk rewards right now that Milwaukee has to sift through. Whether they do it now or wait in the summer, they wait in the summer, Giannis gets basically an expiring year on his deal. He's got 1 year left.
They should do it now to get the most value.
Equity in terms of where he wants to end up and lane. And the other side is Milwaukee is likely more playing toward lottery position in the second half. If Giannis wants to play in the second half, that is a direct conflict with goals with both sides. So this is certainly a situation, even if it goes past the deadline, to monitor.
Okay, so
Wow.
we're going to be watching this for the next couple of hours and potentially the next couple of months. Sean, Giannis,
Wow.
the Milwaukee Bucks.
He's been on his phone for 20 hours. Relatable, honestly. And ZO2, the man born to ball, is now a member of the Utah Jazz. Not a bad pickup.
Back here with our senior NBA insider.
And
Sean
Chris Paul is a
Sean,
Raptor. That's where he'll end his career. You see it here, CP3 to the Raptors. The Nets get cash considerations, and the Hawks do.
Malika, the Washington Wizards.
And we saw the AD
Back here
one.
with our senior NBA insider. Sean
Appreciate you guys for
Sean,
watching.
you just broke
I'll catch you in the
Chris
next
Paul.
one. CP3, the old man.